and welcome back to My Legit Reviews. It's been a long time. So what I've got going today is simpler hair color for men specifically. Just going to give this a try, see what it does to some beard and some grays coming in on the side of my head here. We'll let you know how it works and what I think of it. This is my simpler hair color box. Just a real quick opening of it for you. Just wanted you to see sort of how big it is. It did come wrapped in a plastic overwrap and is sent through U.S. Postal Service, so it fit right in a mailbox. Open it up, nice little welcome message, nice little sack that it comes in, instruction booklet, which is very quick and easy to understand. It even has a little thing on how long to do for which kind of color you're working with and what kind of tone you want to get out of that color. I'll be working with the light brown, trying to achieve a dark blonde sort of color. So that's the box. Okay, inside the bag is all this goodies. So we have the color. Metal can says it's recyclable. A very stiff bristled brush with soft bristles on the end, kind of like toothbrush. These are extremely stiff here though. So we'll see how that turns out. Hard plastic. Some reusable gloves. Cleaning wipe to clean up yourself. And stain guard, which is just petroleum jelly. So that's what you get when you open up the box. I gotta say, I do appreciate the cloth bag so you can keep all this stuff together without having to keep hold of this big box. Alright, here I am getting ready to apply the simpler hair color for men, in my opinion, but my wife is actually pretty excited about this. I have put on the gloves, and I have the cream, the two-type dispensing cream. I have the cleansing wipe, which I am probably not even going to use. I'm not going to put on the stain guard around anywhere, mostly just because I don't want to bother. I could do it up here. I'm just not. I'm going to see if I can make this happen without using it. I did want to show you this. This is pretty slick. It's a two-part inside of there, which mates up inside the lid, and the lid is directional. You can't put it on backwards, which wouldn't matter, but it's real easy to take off for washing it out so that you can continue to use this if you don't use it all up in one go, which you probably won't. I'm sure I will not. And I also wanted to show you the color. So I've got going on here some gray, pretty good, real gray down in here. Haven't had a beard for like 3 years. Came in gray this time, so okay. And I've known about this stuff over here. It might be hard to see on camera because of my light hair color, but I have grays streaking through here as well. So here's what we're going to do. Put it on. The directions say to put it on to half of the brush. And here I go. I've never tried this before, so let's see how much of a mess I make with it. And it says to fully depressed, half the brush. Here's what it looks like. This is, again, light brown. I'm going to start over here like this. And it says to do the roots. Well, I don't know how that's going to work for me. But here we go. And it says to continue going at it until it's all mixed. I can already tell you that for my thin or light hair, this is probably too much to be putting into it right away. And look how it's all over my ear and all over my face. So my initial hope of doing this without staining everything is probably not going to happen. Probably going to have funky stains everywhere just because of what I just did. I'm going to have to get a little more because honestly I don't think I got enough of the colorant part out. So here we go. Let's just keep working it in as the directions said. You know, it does not have a horrible smell. When my wife colors her hair, the smell really gets to me. Now this does say you're supposed to keep going until it turns a color. It's just staying white. I'm not seeing any color come out of this at all. Maybe that's because it's the light brown. And it's just not going to be a color. Yeah, this is just way here for my light, thin, fine hair. I'm also doing places that I probably don't need any, and I'm doing that on purpose to understand how it applies. And just to keep it even, I think I'm going to go with some on this side too, just in case things look funky and I won't have to come back and do it later. Yeah, this actually spreads quite far. So take note, if you have thin hair, use half to a quarter of how much they said to use. Alright, so because of how much came out initially and how much I put on sideburns up here, I am going to use that cleanup wipe they sent because I got to get that off my skin. Here's what the brush looks like right now. It's just a very light brown color, which is interesting. It did say in the instructions not to worry. The color of the stuff is going to look different than the color that your hair is going to turn out, so I shouldn't be concerned with what color this looks like. Now, I didn't get any on my gloves, hardly at all, just a little bit. But all in all, this is pretty simple. I will wash this out, pop this top off, wash it out, wait that time. I'm going to go for 10 minutes because of my light colored hair, and see how I do. Okay, so I finished the coloring and the rinsing and the drying, and I showed it to my wife because I can't see on the side of my head real good here, and she said, wow, you can't even tell the difference between your own hair color, because if you remember, I only went this far because that's where the grays are here, and yeah, I can't see the difference. I maybe should have put a little more up here to blend it together nicely, but it's okay. And the one thing is, so I didn't think this through. My beard is much thicker hair, of course, than this hair. Should have started the application process here to give this more time and then gone here. So these didn't get quite out of the gray zone. They're still kind of in the gray zone. So I'm going to do this again just because I'm learning and I want to help all of you that are watching know what to do with this product and how it works. But I think it did make quite a change already, so see how it goes. See if we can get you an up close. It was barely any here, grays, and now we're here. It was quite a bit more, and it's looking pretty good. So if I were to only use this product for this part of my hair, it would probably last a long time because I didn't use very much to get this project done. And if I had waited longer here, I would even taken less product than doing it twice. So I'll do that and we'll show you the final. And here's the final results. The beard, in my opinion, worked very well. I did it twice so that it could get as much time as possible. The first time around I did the beard after I started the side of my head here, not giving it as much time, and it's much thicker hair, so I went back at it, gave it another 10 minutes. So the beard has 20 minutes on it. Get a good look at that. And here has 10 minutes, and I did a tiny touch up there where I actually missed some the first time around because I was a little bit surprised at how much I had on the bristles of that brush. But I think it looks good. My wife thinks it looks good. No horrible smell while I'm doing the process. I did run the exhaust fan here in the bathroom just because, but I didn't even need to. I think it looks great, and this is the first time I've ever colored any part of my hair, and I'm pleased with the results. And for the price that this is, as of this filming, it's $45, and that includes shipping cost. I think this is great, and this will last me many uses. The cleanup is very easy and simple to do. There was no mess. I didn't even need the gloves. I didn't wear them on my second time through. This is just a very nice product, and I highly recommend you give Simpler a try. Okay, so here's my final thoughts on Simpler hair color for men. I really like it. It's been 1 week since I did it. Shower every day, wash my face with a face cleaner every day. some of them with salicylic acid, which you would think would bleach it out, but seems to be holding on pretty good. I don't have any trouble, haven't noticed any loss of color anywhere, so I say that it works very well and I recommend it. And for the cost, depending on how often you're going to want to color, this might last several months, so I think it's really not a bad investment also. So give it a shot. I'll have some links below for some discounts for you and for a longer review on my connected website. Thanks a bunch. If I've earned it, give me a thumbs up and a subscribe.